live coverage of the election results in the 4 states. Now I'm starting off with a person who has just joined us new for this broadcast, Advocate Siddharth Bab Samant, analyst. He's a familiar featured not only on 365 but also other channels. Samant Bab, welcome to our thing. Samant Bab, tell us now. We've been arguing and fighting for the last hour. Now you may have seen part of it, heard part of it, followed this election. What do you feel? What is this trend? Is this a good trend for the BJP? Is it a bad trend? Is it a good trend for the India Alliance? It is what is this?
Good for BJP, but then the prime question which should be asked is why such a thumping victory? If you ask me, first reason is an organized, disciplined, professional party. They have worked in a very professional way. Their booth level committee is also active on the ground. There is a WhatsApp group of each booth level committee as well as women wings of the committee, right from village level to block level to mandal level to state level to national level, and there each leader, whoever is in charge of the particular state, is in contact with direct grass level root worker. Now that is what has given success. Number two, वाल्मिकी समाज, ओबीसी, एसटी, ट्रायबल्स या लोकांमध्ये काम कोणी केला? काँग्रेसीन फक्त काय ना व्हडली आश्वासना दिली, हे करतले आम्ही, ते करतले आम्ही तुमकां अमके दिता. ऑन ग्राउंड एब्सोल्युटली नथिंग. 3, as far as women, weaker sections of the society, because you see this kind of success does not come only from cities. It is not that they have appealed only to the intellectual people. A common man from the village also has voted for BJP, if you see. So therefore this is not only about Hindutva. If you want, we will discuss Hindutva. There is no, first of all, I was hearing before, soft Hindutva, mild Hindutva, strong Hindutva. Frankly speaking, take it from me, there is nothing like that. There is just Hindutva. It's like either you are pregnant or you are not pregnant. I am slightly pregnant म्हणून काय नसतं. People have seen through you. People have seen through you. हे नाटका करतात, हे हिंदुत्व पुढे दाखवतात आणि फाटल्यान हांचे कितें तरी वेगळेच आसा. आपण दत्तात्रय मदीत तो जानवे कपड्याच्या शर्टाच्या भायर जानवे घालून पळयतो देवळान वता पळय. पीपल हॅव सीन थ्रू दिस गिमिक. They are not, they know what you are trying to do. Under the garb of Hindutva, you are trying to play gimmick. This is what people have caught you red-handed. You are trying to show at the time of election, when you see this and then you project yourself as Hindutva, such things do not work. BJP, whatever, you may agree with them, you may not agree with them, that's fine. But at least they are what they can see. They are talking about Hindutva, they canvass their Hindutva vigorously. They say 370 will be removed, they have done it. They say we will for Ram Mandir, they have done it. Citizens, they have said they did it. Even farms law, they said they will do it. Now uniform civil code, it's almost on the card. So whatever they have promised, whatever they stand for, they are doing it. You may have an ideological difference with them, that's fine. The people who are at least they are not playing any gimmick. These other parties are not seen as a serious contender on ground. They are not working properly, they are not doing things, unprofessional. And second, people don't trust them. That's my direct allegation. Because you show that you are one thing and then actually behind the carpet you are something else. That's what the difference is.
I would tend to agree in this. This is the point I was trying to make before the break, where basically, suppose if the BJP's narrative is X and 35% are voting for it for X, why is it that the rest of the people, whether it's 65-70%, why are they trying to hit for the 35% of this? Why? Rajan Bab, you all have not done that in West Bengal, but most of the parties of your India Alliance are all doing it. See, you can go to the other point later, but you agree with this point or no?
No, I don't agree.
Okay.
Someone is talking with force today. And he's
You always talk with force.
No, I'm telling, I'm trying to make the difference. Check his previous debates, check his today's debate.
They have given me double shot coffee.
Double shot coffee or wrong is I don't know. 1 minute. The question I'm trying to make is, he has gone totally pro-BJP this time in his talk just now.
But he is a political analyst with leanings to the BJP.
Very good.
I mean,
Good.
that's how I announced it.
Good.
No, but I've always announced
Good. That is the case, very good. Now what I'm trying to say is, what he says, that there is hypocrisy, Congress is only promising, they're not doing
talking about opposition, you didn't say Congress.
No, he said about Congress.
Not only Congress, all. I include your party also.
Okay. My party gave the BJP such a meeting that even in the Panchayat they got
Can we stick to the point?
3 months ago.
Stick to the point.
Just 3 months ago they got such a meeting. My party, don't compare. The only party that BJP is afraid is the TMC. Please understand, they went lock, stock and barrel in Bengal, but the assembly got such a beating, they could not cross 100. 1 minute. Now the question I'm trying to make is, how did the BJP come to power? They themselves, by giving all jumlas only. They are saying it, I'm not saying it. They came to power by jumlas. So let us not get into that. They are just promising, this is not promising. That is not going to be the point now. Now there is going to be a narrative by India Alliance, and that narrative will see that this government is displaced. You can be sure. 1 minute. Let me finish. I didn't talk when you were talking. So what I'm saying is, a narrative is coming, I told you very clearly. In Bihar, in Maharashtra, in Karnataka, in Tamil Nadu, in Kerala, in West Bengal, where is BJP? There is no BJP, number one. Number two, now you will see how the tussle between the leadership will start within the BJP. Because it has now become clear that Modi is not the factor. Now all leaders will put up their heads, because it's very clear in Madhya Pradesh did not project Modi as how they did it in Karnataka. They tried to separate Chavan Singh, they could not manage it. So now those people like the PW Nitin Gadkari, if you can see any development in infrastructure on the roads and so, you can see Nitin Gadkari. Is he around anywhere? He's just made to be sit like a peon there. Please understand. So the question is, these two fellows, this double engine is only two fellows who are working, are going to be now in big trouble. You will see in the coming days the real tussle within the BJP. Yogi Adityanath is quiet also there, very quiet. He's the most powerful. He's holding a most powerful state in his hand. Let us accept this. The Ram Mandir is coming in his state. All things are going to change. Don't think it's going to be very simple and very this. When the narrative of India comes out, that will be the real fight.
Okay, my point to you, Trajan, wait, I'm not going to let you go so soon. My point is, are they going to have a narrative? Is the alliance is going to have a narrative? Is it going to have a narrative, all India narrative, or is it going to be a state-wise narrative?
No, state-wide will be the adjustments.
Seat adjustment.
Narrative will be for all India.
Okay.
And that is going to catch up. And that narrative, according to me, is going to come out before the 25th of December.
I'll just give a small counter to him.
Sure.
Now, first of all, he says Modi magic is not working. Other leaders will also emerge and they will fight. Now, this is a wishful thinking. We have to go with what has happened in past 9 years. Not one leader has challenged Modi. Inner house of BJP appears to be united. Per contra, if you see Congress and the other this, their house is undivided.
Undivided, you are right. We are undivided.
Is divided.
No, you say undivided.
And right from Mupanar, if you want, from 90s I will give you who has challenged their leader. Mupanar म्हणून आशिल्लो पयलो तो Congress PM म्हणून काढलेलो.
Wait, who? TMC?
Not TMC.
Congress.
Right from
Tamil Manila Congress.
Yes. Right from there to so many leaders have left their house. They have literally challenged Congress party. thrown challenges at Congress leadership, and
there's no official,
may not be, but see, the baton of the opposition will be carried by Congress, whether you like it or not. He might think Didi will hold the baton of opposition. He is entitled to be in the La La Land. That's his prerogative. But if he thinks the baton for opposition in 2004, opposition will be carried by Congress, whether you like it or not. The strongest party in the opposition and India alliance will be Congress. Not, he might want Didi to be taken as the front runner for opposition, but that's not going to happen. She is limited only to one state. Other than that state, not even 5 seats they will be able to make for 2014 election. Not TMC, but others. Now, as far as India alliance is concerned, it is extremely difficult because they are fighting against each other in other states. Are you trying to tell me that say for example Kejriwal in Delhi, as far as national level he will fight together, but in Delhi he will fight with same Congress? Same with TMC. As far as national we are together, but as far as Bengal is concerned, we are fighting against each other. All these parties are enemies of each other. What is the common thread? See, the garland has to pass through all the flowers. They should pass through common thread to become a garland. What is that common thread? Hatred for BJP. What else? Are they ideologically same? Okay. Do they have any common ground? Absolutely nothing. Hatred towards BJP.
The ideology of BJP. There is no BJP without ideology. Please understand this.
I feel that see, this whole question of who is the leader, who will carry the baton, I think that if the other side gets involved with that debate, they are lost. That debate can never start even, or they should not start if they at all want to take the BJP led.
In fact, let me just interrupt you. Now, in these two states,
yes,
or even probably 3 states which BJP has won, BJP did not project a leader.
Correct.
I'm just making a point.
Yes.
They failed to project their own sitting chief minister.
They did not.
They did not. So
I don't think that would be such a big deal.
No. I am not saying that. See, what happens is the opposition is not making or was not making much headway. Also because who will lead us? That was the issue. If they decide, because in our mind we look at our democracy as a presidential democracy where the prime minister should be decided in advance. What Rajan said is right, that in 1977 there was no leader.
Nobody.
There was nobody. So alliance politics sometimes work like that, but there will have to be a narrative. Now what is that narrative? What is that narrative? Because if you look at the state elections now which have gone on, both the parties have hardly given anything to the people new. Both have given some sort of freebies. The competition has been for freebies, or competition has been to compete over who is more Hindu. Otherwise there has been nothing in these elections. There has been no fundamental governance issues raised by anybody. So according to, as I look at it, if we look at the elections in this form, we will have to be a narrative against freebies, in a way against freebies, but when I mean against freebies, I mean welfare measures will have to be taken. I am not against welfareism, but a narrative will have to be against, say, in favor of democracy, democratic values, civil liberties, against peddling of hate. Against that, the narrative will have to be on that basis, and that entire narrative has to resonate on the basis that if what has been happening, which you just now said 35%, this 35% Hindutva, you just now used the word, yes, that is leading to success of BJP because it is building a majoritarian narrative in the country. That has to be tackled because this is built not on anything good. It is built on hatred to the other section of society. A narrative has to be against that. And it has to be a combined effort of all.
And it's coming.
Absolutely. Okay, now I'll bring in Viraj. Because I want to talk about this narrative, message, and the strategy and whatever welfareism. Viraj Bab, tell us now this narrative, message, how important is it? And just speak about it for a few things. Because according to me, this narrative, messaging and all is only being done by the BJP and individual parties in individual states, but not as a whole. And I totally agree with Klafat Bab that this is possibly a very, very good suggestion for a narrative and a message. Viraj Bab.
I think it's extremely important, especially for Lok Sabha elections, more so for Lok Sabha than regional elections, because overall the voting happens looking at the central leadership and what they are projecting will be done in the next 5 or 10 years. So if you look at BJP, they have their Hindutva card, they have their development card. No matter what the opposition says, if you travel around, you'll see a lot of expressways, highways. So certain departments, they are doing well. Modi is seen abroad in a lot of events. Whether it's helping, it's not helping, that is up for debate. But there is that narrative of development and Hindutva coming from their side. India Alliance has to come up with something like that. So there is this caste census thing which has been brought by Nitish Kumar, and it's also resonating in other states. So I don't know whether that will work or no, but they need to come up with something very concrete to counter this, because without that, I don't see it working. They can't just be like, you don't want to vote for BJP, vote for us. There has to be something why you need to vote for India. These are the points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we will be doing. And more so, it has to be a couple of things. It can't be a long manifesto. So something like that, and it has to come early. I mean, elections are just around the corner, 3-4 months down the line, whatever. And that narrative is not yet there. You have to understand that in order to win elections, elections are not won overnight. It has to be a consistent effort over a period of time. Even for that narrative to percolate down to the lowest voter and get that connect, it will take some time. So they need to hurry up.
Also, message, Viraj, is important, because that message also is not really going down to what. See, now for example, there is one option. When you go for the second option, there should be a message why they should go for a second option. Otherwise, that full 70% or 60% or 65% gets divided, like what happened in Goa for the assembly elections. You and me followed that very closely. That vote of the anti premier party, which was in government at that time, got divided over 3-4 parties. So if the message is not there, why will people vote for you? Is that also you feel is an important factor?
Absolutely. So if you look at the voter base, there will be BJP voters, there will be Congress voters. The fence sitters, there might be some who hate the BJP a little, hate the Congress a little, or India Alliance a little. But the 20-30% of the fence sitter, they have to be appealed to. You have to form a connect with them. And if you look at any elections, usually these electorates, they decide the outcome, because that vote consolidation happens on one side. In Karnataka, it happened towards the Congress because of the strong leadership of DK and Siddaramaiah. Even in Telangana, it happened because of Revant Reddy, and they tried to project that BRS is a B team of BJP and that they are closer to Hindutva. So that consolidation happened there, and it happened in the favor of BJP in MP, maybe because of the welfare schemes or whatever that Mama Shivraj Singh projected. So those are very important. You have to appeal to them. They have to be on your side for you to win the election.
To this narrative, see, in Telangana, if you look at the election, which Congress have succeeded. Now, what was the narrative there? The narrative, one thing was KCR has to be booted out. If you look at the so-called development, which also the type of development which BJP talks about, it has also happened here. Hyderabad is seen as a most prosperous city. Roads, infra, everything supposed to be good. But the narrative in Telangana also has been rural Telangana versus Hyderabad. See, that was a narrative. Rural Telangana, yes, it was a narrative created. Rural Telangana was Hyderabad, coupled with this man has to go out. And now, how BJP got out is because they managed to put BJP in the same pit as BRS. So that was sort of the narrative which has worked. Finally, elections and politics is all about building a perception.
See, but that perception you need experts.
Correct,
See,
correct,
what
correct.
happens? What happens? What I've seen, what happened in MP and in Rajasthan, it is the people who were totally involved in the politics itself who were trying to make a narrative and trying to do everything. See, when you are so involved in the soup itself, when you are part of the soup, then you cannot be a chef.
No,
also,
no, the
I don't know,
problem, the
it's not
problem of both Rajasthan and MP has been strong regional subtraps against a weak high command.
Yes.
Absolutely weak high command, they are rigged, never ran against them. That was the problem.
I don't know about that. Ram Bab?
Yeah. Since we are talking about now narratives for upcoming elections, I think BJP has also started few ideas they have toyed with, which I don't know whether they will be again using it as a major. And for that we have to also counter. I think one is they started with women reservation. So probably in future they might use this as one of the. Second is the uniform civil code. They already set up some committee. So all these are like some sort of a time bombs. I won't say they're time bomb, but they want to look at the mood of the nation and use some of them. Or it could be some national security threat, like how Pulwama happened and used later on. Such type of things. And I think we have to be very straightforward. Opposition right now is there is rising unemployment. Nothing has happened on this front by this government. It's a failure of this government. There is a poverty rise coupled with that. Farmers are in distress. Again, farmers are now building up at the borders of Delhi because they have been assured of something which not has been done.
MSP.
So all this fooling up of all these people has to be brought up properly. Then religious divide, all these. Now, one thing which, in fact, I'm also always thinking is the issue of the money in elections. The electoral bonds and other things. If you see, it is totally skewed. So, no wonder BJP wins because they have that money power. So, Supreme Court also, I think, is doing some like say, this about that. But how do we tackle this part is also important, and then media part, then the crony capitalism, all these issues. I think India Alliance has to sit together. They have actually various subcommittees. That's what just before all this election started, assembly elections, the things were going very well. Lot of subcommittees, lot of work was happening, and somewhere it has, because they were also now in the wait and watch mode. But now, as Trajan Babu also said, within not only 25th December, I think they will start work by today.
No,
itself.
by 25th it will come out.
Yeah, that's
it will
what.
be out.
So these things should work, and
It
now
will be
Congress
out.
has to realize that it
That
is
will
not
be out.
like even Advocate Samantha was pointing towards leader as say Rahul Gandhi, but it need not be.
No,
And we
we
are
are-
not interested in that. Who should be the leader and who should lead it?
With these
But I
elections,
think,
Rahul Gandhi himself will go back for the
Congress
back.
should realize its weaknesses. It is a very good bonding all over India. It can bond other parties, but that is where I think it should also give space to other parties. And rather than for all, this is a lesson for Congress, these elections, and they have to now rethink, introspect. That overconfidence or that big brother type of say syndrome has to go, and it has to work with all parties, where like say Aam Aadmi is doing well in Punjab, Delhi, in West Bengal Didi is doing. So all these people have to actually, like Nitish ji is a very senior politician. We have to take into confidence all these people and then tackle BJP. Narrative will emerge with all this.
Okay, let me just bring in a little bit of thing, bring Goa into this. Now, I am sure all of us know, we are all living in Goa. We know what are the issues of that are faced by a common man in Goa, right? Now, the center, I don't know if it's a local government, but the center is doing a lot of development in Goa, roads, X, Y, Z. But as far as the local implementation, there is no vision. It's very bad. You look at Panjim, the capital. Samant Bab and me are like travel every day from office and we've had to change our shocks every 6 months. In fact, one of our vehicles right now work is going on. But the point is, then it happened like that jetty, Donapal jetty. Suddenly it was given out for somebody, and the Congress leader of opposition and one MLA went there, where they were literally told to shut up by the minister, and they shut up. The people made the noise. So the thing is that you're talking about the Congress and the opposition. There are so many issues. There are so many this. So why is it that the see, the BJP is doing its job. It's going, the schemes are going, the ministers are coming, they are having their whatever, they are having their Vistarak, the person just came there, they're coming, it's going. Where is the opposition? They are in power, 303 seats. They have got in government very strong central leader. Where is the opposition? Tell me.
You're talking about 300 seats in center.
303 at center.
And
So
looking
in
at the
Goa you have
opposition in
two,
Goa.
no? So where is the work for the 2 seats in Goa? You think
Work.
without reaching 1 or 2 you will reach 303? You have to
That-
start 1, 2, 3, 4,
See,
count.
They say
But
no.
there are so many, my issues are, there are so many issues in Goa. Who is taking up the issues?
See, they just
Besides
said,
the media, you all are talking about media, it's only the media that is taking up the issues. No other political party is taking up the issues. This is an open statement. Everybody criticizes the media, saying that it is bought by this one and that some names were for passed the other day. Who else is taking up issues in
See,
Goa?
the-
Forget about it anywhere else. Take
Let
a
us
look at
accept-
Goa only.
what you are trying to point out is,
Where is the opposition? Is
what
I
you are
mean.
trying to point out is the main opposition is the Congress party.
I
1
know.
minute.
Did I say that?
Setting
Did I say that?
I'm just presuming.
No, I said opposition.
I said for no.
I said opposition.
Actually, what
Let
he
me-
means,
let me-
I think what he means is we do not have a fighting opposition.
An active.
An active fighting
Proactive.
opposition.
Okay. 1 minute.
And I think he's right there.
I'm
He's
coming
right
to
there.
that. I'm coming to that.
Come.
But what happens, like in a party like Congress?
But why are you bringing Congress?
I'm telling you because they are the main opposition. When I
No,
deny that, you
I am
cannot
talking
deny that.
about
When
opposition.
you say opposition, the Congress has to lead it.
India is only Congress.
No, not India.
How many-
Please
how
wait. Let me finish.
Professor, how many?
You talk about Goa just now. 1
Yeah,
minute.
Congress. AAP
So-
is there 2 MLAs.
I'm coming to. With AAP and everybody, Congress is leading all the entire opposition.
Then
One
this
minute,
bet
let me
is
finish.
lost.
No, 1 minute.
The
1 minute. No,
BJP
no.
has
1
won
minute.
today
Let me
only.
finish.
In that case.
Let me finish. What happens? They say that in the opposition there are no good people. Correct. 1 minute.
Who
Let
said?
me finish
I said?
now. I'm saying
Ah, okay. Wait.
this happens when good people like Bab Cleophas remain out silent instead of being proactive.
But he is a political analyst.
Therefore, I want you to be a political activist now.
I told you, India Alliance will not survive. This is the perfect example. It will
And we are
not
talking about setting a narrative on 25th of December.
Yeah.
Carry on.
100%.
Carry on.
You're getting a narrative.
Carry on.
Please understand, one more thing let me tell you.
Yes.
If everybody thinks that India Alliance is sleeping, forget about it. 85% of the work is complete. The last 15% is left, which will be now started immediately. Immediately it will be started everything. In fact, 90% of the seats in Bengal, Maharashtra, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra, all these are already set.
As we said, this
One
is a
minute, let me
semi-final.
finish. Semi-final तुका थी. तुमको था थी semi-final, ना थी semi-final.
You
Last
also
time
say,
the
no,
semi-final-
everyone was India
Last time
Alliance was
semi-final
saying,
was won by
and
Congress.
India
Yes,
Alliance-
the BJP won.
Majority of
Let
the
us-
parties have ordered
I am
laddus also.
Therefore, you are right. Goa, let's come back to Goa.
And opposition in Goa.
Correct.
ते माचे 2 सीटर
Whether you like it or not,
500
definitely Bab Cleophas is not with the ruling. He is in the opposition.
Now you have to agree.
Mohammed Bapsi, last time you pointed out some things about it. Now this is me. I didn't say anything.
I'm saying, what I'm saying. No, therefore, in Goa, I am with you. The opposition, you cannot say, I'm saying everybody, there is a particular party that is leading the opposition here in Goa. That you like. It's the Congress again, I'm repeating. Then I say Congress, I do not say Congress.
I don't agree with that.
You may not agree. I'm telling you. You are here to agree to me. No, but let me speak what I want to speak. Let me speak what I want to speak. I'm not here to you. I'm not here to agree to me. Neither I'm here to agree to you. Let me speak what I want to speak. So what I'm saying, so, see, in Goa, yes, it is not proactive. I'm with you also, including with us. Okay, including we are not playing the role we should naturally play. But for that, there is somebody who's to get everything together. Now, India Alliance has not formulated in Goa because there are only 2 seats and not much importance is being attached by all the political parties. They are all playing their own till today. But these 2 seats are not going to count.
Not going to count.
1 minute. I'm not going to make the decision of the government coming there or not. But when the India alliance narrative forms, you will see in Goa also everything fall in place. This is what I wanted to say.
The narrative part. The narrative part.
Yeah, you want
Sudesh.
See, for last 9 and 5 years, we have laid a strong foundation. A narrative is already said that Sri Narendra Modi is a able leader who can make India the Vishwa
message. You
Guru.
don't want the message.
That is what narrative is. Now, as Trajan Bab said, narrative will be set. If narrative, what narrative he is talking about could have been set for these 4 states.
No, it is not India alliance there. India alliance do not fight there. Again, you not understand.
See. Now, the point is, for Lok Sabha, you all are together.
Yes.
For Parliament,
That's our strategy.
together.
That's our strategy.
It's not about strategy. See, I'll tell you one thing. Strategy is what is to win elections. I mean, this strategy what you're talking about should have been used here, as you are saying. And narrative should have been set before.
India alliance
this
has been
poll.
formed only for Lok Sabha.
Okay, forget about that. Clavat Bab.
What is it?
Yeah, the thing is that we are talking about now. Maybe there's a little bit of a mixture between message and narrative. Now, narrative is one. Like for example, narrative of the BJP is Hindutva. Whatever it is, they may add some
Correct.
like development.
Yes.
They may add now. This time it's going
Yes.
to come women's reservation,
Yes.
370. In fact, we should our government, the BJP government,
No.
should know that Goa is the first state with uniform civil code. That certain people in power in our government also are not sure of. But Goa is the first state with uniform civil code, and that has been brought not by the Indian government,
By the Portuguese
by
government.
the
Yeah.
Portuguese government. That also the
Just
BJP
for-
government
even
should
this
know in
point,
Goa.
I
This is a
think-
point I am making.
I think during this
It's fine.
this point about uniform civil code, BJP was very smart enough only to mention that in Telangana that they will get uniform civil, but
Correct.
not others said they are not mentioned.
They are not aware. They are not aware. I am making a direct charge.
Yeah.
They are not aware,
Purposely
and they did not want to say.
That's all.
They did not
clash there. It will
Yeah,
clash
that is
there.
what.
It will not clash, and they are not. Goa is number one, and I don't feel safe.
I'm talking about
See,
Telangana.
that is, I do not want to repeat. The whole question today is that what is there against the BJP?
Against
Like,
BJP.
no, yeah, correct. What is there?
Vote share or-
no? I am talking of what are the things against, which Ramarao has rightly pointed out. When I say democratic values, civil liberties, peddling of hate, Ramarao added poverty, inflation, farm crisis. Now, if you look at unemployment, now if you look at say the 41% vote share, which Congress had in the 3 states,
360.
the 3 states, that vote share basically comes from the lower section. Basically from the lower section. That 41% vote share or 40, whatever, 39, this comes from the lower section, which they will have to build on, and that narrative has to be built around that. See, when we talk of urbanization in Hyderabad, urbanization in Hyderabad becomes very swanky, but Hyderabad has its own slum population.
Yeah.
See, that also has to be taken care of. See, it is that slum population which gets neglected. And when we talk of rural Telangana versus Hyderabad, I am saying it is that section, because I look at it like when BJP talks of development of buildings, roads, infrastructure, this is their type of development which you can see. I am looking at development from social indicators, where female mortality will decrease, where infant mortality will decrease, where hunger will decrease, where education will come up, health like Chiranjeevi in Rajasthan, those type of schemes where health, education, mortality, these are the things taken care of. It is that narrative which has to be built at a all India level, and this along with maybe a caste census, which according to me, caste census, at least the slogan of caste census has not gone down in this election.
Yes.
We will have to see whether it can work later on or it has to be discarded. But it is also an area which has to be taken seriously.
Yes,
Which all these things put together will or could build a narrative if they are all prepared to work. But at the same time, Congress cannot have this arrogant, big brotherly attitude which they displayed this time in this round of election.
I agree. Now, I want to just bring Viraj in on this thing. I just want to make I just want to make one point. Now, Rajasthan is one state which has got probably the best schemes.
Yeah.
Very good schemes. You look at the results. My point is with poverty and unemployment at such high levels today, and you said, everybody has said, money is important in elections. So people for 500, 2000, XYZ rupees are going to vote even in a supposedly developed today. Goa just got the best tourism state in the country the other day. It's got the best small state for so many years. Even in a state like Goa, whether we like it or not, people vote for 500, 2000, shakuti, whiskey, beer. If you look at biryani not to that level, just shakuti and pulao will do.
See,
if you look at the coastal belt, look at the ward, the number of money that was spent on ward.
That is correct.
People don't eat for
that is also because ours is a small state.
But you're missing my point. You're missing my point. My point is all these social indicators, all these mortality, smoke and mirrors, does that actually work for elections?
See, according to me, or
does this visible
two years back or 1 year back, Rajasthan Congress was seen at 25. They will not increase their share to 25, more than 25 seats. This is what we were all thinking. But today, if they have crossed, say 60, it is because of this type of schemes only. See, his Chiranjeevi scheme.
But 160
no, I am talking of Rajasthan, where his schemes have worked. We looked at him at 25. He was seen as in the fight. It is because of that only. Why? What else was brought him in the fight? If
Vasundhara Rajesh taking to the side, otherwise it would have been a sweet.
No, but even Vasundhara, even Vasundhara, when they were questioned, people very clearly said, we are hurt that she has been kept aside, but our vote goes to BJP. This was also very clear.
Okay. Sorry, Viraj Bab, you've been listening to this. My point is this sort of rural and this development, non-development, whether people are. See, I don't know. We have been doing surveys regularly in many parts of the country, but Prime Minister Modi, people are looking at him with pride at outside. From what he has done, he has not, whether you like it or not, that is something that is important. Second thing, in Goa also, now tomorrow he is already accused me.
States are taking selfies with him.
No, I don't know, last time
all the universities have been given directions to have a selfie spot with the Prime Minister.
Last time,
what is this? Have you seen this anywhere? The dictatorship. Modi, there is no leader at all minus Modi.
I have a short rejoinder.
I started off with Viraj Bab. Now this rural and urban divide, this thing is I think probably the rural people in the rural probably vote more according to their needs and issues than in urban areas. Urban areas to be doing whatever it's, vote for this one. You feel that this has happened in this thing also?
Yeah, so if you look at the schemes, those schemes, no matter which party comes in, people have that confidence that those schemes will continue. So now, if you look at the urban areas, you look at Goa. In 2012, Parrikar came to power with a lot of schemes. 10 rupees less petrol, cost of petrol goes down by 10, 11, and Ladli Lakshmi and all those kind of things. What happened in 2017? So urban areas, it's more of the aspirations and overall development that were taken to the account. At the same time, in rural areas, definitely it matters because that 2000, 1000 is a sizable percentage of their income. It matters to them more than what it does to urban areas. Another point that I would like to make is this narrative, it has to connect with people. I mean, for people like us, there was this Jan Dhan accounts which BJP opened. So it looked like a very appealing thing. How many of the Jan Dhan accounts are still operational? How many people use those accounts? We do not know, but it sounds very nice that everyone has an account, everyone has an Aadhaar card, identity, this, that. So even though I don't know what the reality is, I feel that that scheme has worked. So this is the kind of perception that matters. Even if you look at Chhattisgarh results, all exit polls predicted Congress to win. But there was a last moment attempt by BJP to portray the chief minister as corrupt, especially with that Madhya app thing. So that kind of changed the perception, and that might have worked. I mean, elections are not it doesn't depend on one factor. It is a combination of a lot of things. But something like that will have to be done by India Alliance, because they don't have a narrative which tells people to vote for them because they are doing this. So the other way is pull the other party down. So, or a combination of both, and that will have to be done in a very serious, well-organized manner. Because BJP has
Viraj, I want to ask you this one thing. The organization of the various parties also plays a large part. Now, this is something that I am not going to name names, but I will tell you this is something that has happened for the Lok Sabha elections, last election, the election before that. Now, no wonder that the Congress has won this election last time. The previous time it lost. And there is a, for once upon a time, the Congress was supposed to be 100% winning in South. And it was in government also. But there was absolutely no infrastructure by that party which was in power for so many years in South Goa. In fact, the infrastructure was almost outsourced to a third person who was not even in the party at that time. So don't you think that also the opposition parties have to work in infrastructure in the various states and in the constituencies, and 3 months is a very short time? Isn't that also one of the issues that would be faced by the India Alliance?
Yes, definitely. Because infrastructure is something that is visible to everyone. So everyone travels by road, and I mean, they get to see the roads, the buildings, and all those kind of things.
Party infrastructure.
Okay. So yeah, coming to that, so even now looking at India, so Congress has lost. So the other parties should also be taking responsibility. They have to also think that it's their loss, and they should not think that Congress has not done well. They should pull up their socks. So they have to understand India is now like one party. There cannot be internal frictions. Of course, there will be, but they have to at least portray that it's not happening that way. And their organizations now in states where there are multiple parties. Those have to work in tandem. It has to, their voters and their organization should add up to, it should be like 1 + 1 + 1 should become 3 or 3.5, and not like 1 + 1 + 1 becomes 1.5. So that kind of coordination would be required.
Whether infrastructure, the one that is development and roads is something that can be seen, so that makes more sense for people and to people. That's
no, your question was,
the party.
Your question was whether the party of the India Alliance and all in their respective states, they have their own infrastructure.
Correct. That was what I was asking.
I would like to tell you one thing. Start from Tamil Nadu, go to Kerala, go to Andhra, go to Bihar, go to Maharashtra, go to Bengal. All these places, go to Delhi, go to Punjab. All these places, the India Alliance partners are already in the grip of the whole scenario.
Except the Hindi belt, you mean?
Except. And that also
that is a very populous.
One minute.
That's a very populous major.
1 minute. Let me tell you one thing.
How many seats?
You can take it from me.
Not much.
You can take 1 minute. See, even the Hindi belt,
How many?
which they had swept totally last time, they are not getting this time.
Where 80?
You can be sure for this.
UP 80.
UP.
Maharashtra
But he's not
48.
talking about UP.
No.
He's not talking about UP.
No,
I didn't
Indian
talk-
belt. He's talking about.
I didn't talk about UP because the Akhilesh is there strong. You see, and now everybody will be bound to support him with all this. What has happened? No, there is the hand of God is very mysterious. You cannot understand.
That I agree with you.
Please,
This is totally I agree with you.
It is. You cannot understand it. It is opening up for a purpose, and it is open for the right purpose. if you want to take the logic of last elections, that Congress swept and the Lok Sabha BJP swept, the opposite can happen. There's
Okay,
nothing-
I
not
want to
talking
bring
some-
Viraj in
something-
on this again.
Yeah, Dr. Samant,
Can I
Dr.
get
Samant.
Viraj or like, yeah, Viraj, what is the total seats in the Lok Sabha? And in the count, and in the what are the largest seats? The UP,
Madhya
Maharashtra.
Pradesh.
MP,
Next is
no,
Maharashtra 44.
48.
Maharashtra 44.
44,
48, no?
48.
then Gujarat,
Bihar.
Bihar,
Rajasthan 26.
Rajasthan, no.
Bengal
the biggest
42,
seats.
Bengal 42.
Bengal 42,
So which are the largest?
So let's start with UP. So UP has 80. The second highest is Maharashtra, which has 48. West Bengal has 42. Bihar has 40. Tamil Nadu has 38. And then it is MP, Karnataka, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh and Rajasthan. So these have around 25, 27 seats. And then we have Orissa, which has 21, and Kerala, which has 20. And the others are less than 20. So these are the major states. So if you look at the lower south belt, that
Yeah,
is where
Tamil
the
Nadu.
seats, I mean, except for Tamil Nadu, the seats are a little on the lower side. So MP, Rajasthan, UP, that belt is a sizable number of seats where BJP has a strong presence.
The BJP has a strong presence in UP, Rajasthan, MP, all these places. Gujarat. Yeah, Gujarat is all. It probably will sweep this time also. But can it do better than it possibly
No.
did last time? Is it possible, humanly possible, to do better than it did?
So in Gujarat, they got all the seats. So in Rajasthan, they just lost
They
one
will
seat.
also.
MP, they just lost one seat. So I mean, bettering that is like they've already got a very good result. UP, they went down from 71 to 62 seats from 2014 to 2019. There is scope there, but SP has like built up its organization, become stronger. So I don't think they might be able to increase their tally there. But retaining the tally, definitely. It looks like
The
they'll
tally
be
in
doing it.
UP.
Not in UP, they might go down a little in UP is what I feel, maybe 10 seats down. But other places they will recover where they don't have much presence. So
Maharashtra?
like Orissa, they could go up and things like that. So even in
Maharashtra,
Maharashtra
It will be
where
largely split.
they had last time got 23 seats. So they got 23 in 2014, 23 in 2019. And that is because Shiv Sena got a major portion of the other seats. So in alliance with the unbroken Shiv Sena last time. So 23 they should be able to retain even this time around. So I'm talking about that. So they should be able to retain a lot of seats. Karnataka is one place they might go down because they got 25 out of 28 last time around. So that's one state where they could go a little.
What
down.
about now Karnataka? They have gone into a
Alliance.
tie-up with alliance with JDS.
Yeah.
that will break also.
Will at least JDS will not be able to get 4-5 seats at least?
No, JDS is getting 4 seats in the arrangement.
Yeah.
They can
so that
get-
will be added to the BJP's, no? No?
I
They
feel
will
that
be asking
the
for guarantee
JDS
that
was
they
a
will
wrong
win.
move because it would have helped JDS contesting on its own would have helped BJP more than having them in the alliance because they have completely different ideology and it's like if JDS had contested on all the seats there was a chance of votes being split. Of course, last time around consolidation happened and JDS was wiped out. That's a different story. But I don't see it adding value to BJP. I mean, completely.
Basically,
opposite
the way you're saying is that there will not be much. See,
Ideology.
303 maximum the BJP can possibly go down to around 270, 280. That's what you're saying?
Yes. Currently, it looks that way.
Okay, now this is what I wanted you to say. Now this is what I want to leave open. See, these are the seats. Basically, what we are talking about is now ideology, smoke, mirrors. This is the hard numbers.
Correct.
So where is it that the India Alliance is going to make inroads?
See, India Alliance can make inroads in Maharashtra.
How many
Bihar.
seats? Wait, how many seats maximum?
See.
It's got 23 seats. How much is going to reduce? 10 seats?
No, you can't see, you can't say that how much, because now Shiv Sena is not with them. Shiv Sena is not with them. That rump of Sena which is with Shinde, I don't think is a Sena. They have a major section of NCP. But
Congress
all this put together, I think somehow.
How many? 10 seats less? Make it a figure.
Okay, no, I am unable to tell you that figure right now, but I expect them to go down.
How much?
Less than 20.
Less than 20. You know,
At the 20 with 3 seats less.
correct, but then the other section gets about say.
No, forget about other section. I'm talking about 303. Bring it down 3 seats, 300 seats.
See,
See,
even when
Doesn't work that way.
Boss, election was
failing to
exactly
understand.
like this.
See,
It's
what,
on figures.
see what people are failing to understand
My God.
is BJP on its own had got
303.
on its own.
That's what I said.
So it does not matter whether Sena is gone down or Sena will go.
brother,
It will
brother,
still be 103. You will have to see.
It got in alliance in the NDA. Please understand. How
We
is
will
that?
continue this later. We are almost out of time. I have 2 minutes.
see,
I need, see the Maharashtra.
I would like
how
to
many-
make final comments.
Maharashtra, Bihar, West
Final
Bengal,
comment.
Maharashtra, West Bengal, Bihar, these 3 states will matter a lot.
10 seats each.
Yes, and if these 3 states,
No,
if these
West
3
Bengal, I don't think
these-
West
if
Bengal
three-
TMC swept last time.
these 3 states,
18,
these, no,
19,
yeah,
19.
these 3 states,
19.
if these 3 states they can't do well, then there is
UP has
then
to go down.
yeah, that is not possible.
60 seats
Let
would be
the India
only-
Alliance project or say whatever it takes. NDA crossing 350 seats for 2024.
Okay, now that
I will come. We will have the same panel. We will debate
No, see,
in
elections
the month of May.
Yeah.
In the month of May after the results.
300 plus or minus 10. 300 plus or minus 10.
Okay, anyway, our
That's
figures
going
say
to be the
that as
tell.
of today, with an India Alliance nowhere, sorry, Rajan, India Alliance nowhere officially, we are, from what what we have done, Viraj and myself, right now it's around 280 seats.
That is just around
maximum.
passing mark. That is just around passing.
280 seats BJP.
No, but you must understand.
Now
Next
we
stage,
will of course leave this open for debate, discussion, but today I'm sorry, I don't have much time.
One
You are
second.
saying 350, you are saying 330.
1 minute.
You are saying
300.
100.
No. What Dojal Samant says, that they got it on their own is wrong.
No?
They got it in alliance and the NDA.
Yeah, the vote share
Please
has got
understand this.
Alliance total is even more.
No, I'm not
goes
saying
to
that.
300.
Because of the alliance, they got 303.
Total share of
Because of the alliance, they got the voter
Okay, okay, it's a point. Wait, all
Not
these
Gurudeva
points
is
are
They're not
valid.
good.
All these points are valid, and we will discuss this further. Right now, I got to finish this debate. Thanks guys, it's been very interesting. I know the results, at least of Chhattisgarh, was a bit of a shock to me, because we had said, anyway, it keeps you humble. If we had said 2-2-1, one regional, two BJP and 2 Congress, this is what I had said even for the last debate, it keeps you humble, because when you're right all the time it becomes a problem. So it should be, it's kept us a little humble also, because this shows that you can never take democracy and the people for granted, and it leaves open that the people basically will vote for whom they want, despite whoever says what, anything. I'm very confident about India that way. Thanks Rajan Bab, thanks Ramra Bab, thanks Klafat Bab, thanks Sudesh Bab, thanks Samant Bab, thanks Viraj Bab, thanks Viraj Bab. We need to do a lot of work now, because people are saying that elections are going to come in March, and anyway this December month is over, so we'll have only 2 months to work on it. Thanks guys, thanks for being with us for these 2 hours, and keep watching Goa 365.
Marchand.
March.